this recording starting. There we go. Hopefully that's working. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Really
you're the
good
crazy.
this week.
We're all rolling with it today.
Yeah.
Everyone's dead.
Yep. Because these walls open up and the dragon's mum and dad come out. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they're ancient dragons and they just come out and eat the wall.
Is there anything on the Wormmaster, like any identification or journals or anything, the fact that he may have been indicated as a sentient or cultured race person?
Sorry, you're like... Sorry, that's really bad. Well, not on him, but you'll find something similar probably up in his throne.
I go look at the throne.
Remember all of our good thievery rolls.
Yes, at the end of the last session.
We crit like 6 times. We should have stripped this place of everything, including the mortar.
Yeah. Well, you've got your list of magic items. So.
Oh, they didn't add it to the bigger list of magic items?
Oh, no. Yeah, that's too much effort. You can get them next week.
Okay.
And this is why we never have nice things.
No, the reason you don't have nice things is because I hate you.
But not me specifically, right?
No, you more than everyone else.
Aww.
Alright, perception check on the throne.
Hey, I voted for you not to do a Paradox Mega LP. Surely that's going to count for something.
Hey, I really kind of wanted to see Dre do a Paradox Mega LP.
Well, yeah, Garner's up.
This might be the first Paradox LP I actually read.
Oh, no, I always read them. I just finish them about as often as Paradox LP has actually finished them.
Which, isn't that about as often as Dwarf Fortress LP's finish?
In fairness, is it the Paradox LP curse that the computer just melts?
Yeah, it just tends to be something more of that than the player. Right. So, yep, you can find his stack of journals. Day 5 fed the last human to the dragons. Day 6 fed the last elf to the dragons.
Bastards.
Does he have... So there's no, like... Alright. Just this guy was very bored and was just doing progress reports.
Yeah, it looks like he was a bit of a bookworm.
Alright.
There is stuff in there about making sure that there's suitable mounts for the Lord when he comes through.
Any mention of this Lord's name or what do you call it?
No, but you pretty much assume it's Alamus. Because
assume makes an ass out of you and me. Do we have evidence to say it's Alamus?
Alright, we have evidence.
But yeah, basically.
We are the most legally minded D&D campaign people ever.
Yes, you are.
And Gray loves it.
We were put on trial.
Yes, because you did lots of horrible, horrible things.
I think you'll find that I didn't do that many horrible things that I got charged for.
You just got charged
so you got that.
I didn't do that many horrible things either.
You were the de facto king.
I was the emperor.
You're not helping.
If my stats were 10 dex, 10 strength, 8 con, 16 intelligence, 17 wisdom, 15 charisma, I better not be a half-orc barbarian.
Oh, we're still working through that, yeah.
Yeah,
that's a pretty great list.
Yeah. 2,200 things Mr. Welsh is no longer allowed to do in RPG. If you've not read it, you probably should.
Yeah.
These guys are making their own list fairly quickly. But yeah, he basically, he seems to be, these dragons were being trained up as, like, brides for Alamus.
Alright.
Long term, of course. Yeah.
Okay, so we collect the booty and we go out and give our after-action report to our good and noble lord.
Right.
Oh yeah, we have a lord now who isn't a dinosaur.
Yep.
Hey.
All is good in the world.
I
Mike has
resemble
not
that
changed into
remark.
his dinosaur form yet.
Yeah. We don't know. He's actually a Brontosaurus.
Zoom.
I'm just striding through town, showing off my injuries. It's like, once again, I have returned from the brink of death.
Yeah, you're being ignored.
You know, it's kind of like somebody bragging something once too often. You know, it's kind of like it's every day for you right now.
Yeah.
Oh, Addie's bleeding again. How
Yeah. Oh, the murderers are back.
But this time, some of us were the murderees. Wait a minute.
Is that a good thing?
Possibly.
Possibly. I think you find that's a
It
bad thing.
proves self-defense, if nothing else.
We work hard and tireless for this community, yet we are treated like shit.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm gonna jump up. I'm gonna jump up on a wagon. I'm gonna try to make the crowd take notice. It's like,
Right.
noble citizens, we have returned. Okay.
That's okay. No one's going to throw anything at you.
Woo!
But
And
yeah,
become bearing soil.
Yes.
Precious soil.
Precious volcanic soil that will make your crops grow to the size of dwarves.
It's not very big.
Depends on the crop. But, if it's tomato the size of the dwarf, someone's going to be impressed.
Yeah.
You could have corn stalks as high as a dwarf's head.
All right.
There's some short corn stalks.
They're moving towards them in modern days. They get hit by the wind less.
All right. Let's go on and tell the Duke.
Yep. So, the Duke's there waiting for you. As he gets his image up, if I've still got it.
Well, at least we now have acquired a good geothermic power source. If we can ever figure out how to utilize lava.
Yes.
I can do it. Rawr.
Oh dear. Yeah, so the Duke was back. So, were they peaceful?
As decidedly not.
They are now. One could say they are resting peacefully now.
Yes.
So you killed everyone again. Excellent.
We killed everyone again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least you're consistent.
Well, at least you don't have to worry about touchy situations of mixing religions, folkloric practices of heathen and native and heathen, and the fact they wanted to burn your people alive to defeat their dragons.
The last one sounds bad.
Yeah, it's kind of what I have their journals right here. If you would like to notice, sir, I have made sure to make a plunder empirical record of here you go. This should prove their character.
Yeah.
So what we're saying is we killed everyone, but they were very bad people and probably deserved it.
Isn't that generally the way of justice anyway?
Yeah. Fancy justice anyway.
Alright. Also, volcanic ash, good stuff. Got that in the crops, and
Yeah.
we also have a thermal power source. We can figure out how to utilize lava.
Lava.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we break open the side of the volcano and pour it onto where the temple used to be and funnel it into where the standing lake is, I'm sure we can get a good supply of obsidian.
Why would you want a supply of a rock that behaves like glass?
I have
Yeah,
no clue.
that's kind of dumb.
It's dragon glass.
I'm a dwarf. You saying that doing things for a particular proper purpose is not?
I'm not saying there's a bad thing that could come about from having a steady supply of obsidian. I'm saying there's a bad thing that could come about from having a steady supply of obsidian instead of, say, a supply of fresh water.
Oh, we also found this flask thing. I wonder what it does.
Also, technically, we have like a second building we could use as like a bunkhouse. So we could have like 3 in the scary skull temple and 4 in the bitching
Massive
ruined
temple.
Well, what you can do is you can go and
You
install
want
a
new
couple.
temple or temple classic?
Well, here's the thing we could do with the newer temple is that we can go and like make some standing baths, and since you're so close to the volcano, the water will be warm, hot and steamy. Therefore, we can make a steam bath resort in there.
Oh my god, we can have saunas.
Yeah,
Glad you
That
find
will
a
make
useful
me right.
military use for this.
we could turn
We
it.
want to found the spa and health resort of Dinotopia.
Yeah. Or of the Duke of Albany. Is it Albany or what is this?
Argyle.
Argyle. Yeah,
Albany.
the spa of the Duke.
What are you
of
guys
Argyle.
doing in my temple, eh?
We see that was an Albany accent, maybe.
Yes, that was an Albany accident. More New Jersey than Upper New York, but
We can go and like make a spa, make the baths. So the spa's a bath. For some reason I have that in my
a
head.
boss.
Yes.
Oh my god, I'm English and I think you sound posh when you say bath.
Bath is the place, bath is what you get wet in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Although if you're lucky,
I thought
you
Bath
get
was a
wet
dude
in
that had a
both.
wife in England.
Anyway. So yeah, that's basically the big and short of it, boss.
Alright.
Basically, we got ourselves a spa that we'd like to set up, and bitches be dead, yo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, also
I'm
we
sure
have
you can
this-
keep yourself busy doing that. It makes these guys with crazy eyes. It's one of his resistance.
We've also found a good supply of paraffin liquid, which also burns quite nicely.
Oh, that'd be useful. Our
Yeah.
supply. We don't want to cut down the forest for
No,
burning materials.
we're currently low on the supplies of fat and oils to maintain operations at night. I know they should be able to facilitate further burning. I don't know if it could be burned properly in lamps. I don't know if it burns too quickly. So I'm gonna go experiment with that.
Right.
Did you just go petrol paraffin?
We don't know if it's petrol or not.
No, it's a fluid that burns. I'm not being any more specific than that. Because,
I'm pretty
science
sure
that much.
Gray gave away the game when he referred to it specifically as gasoline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well-
would like to point out that the actual liquid part of gasoline is not what burns.
It's the fumes.
Yep.
The delicious, hallucinogenic inducing fumes.
You
All
can see
right.
what a good night of that is
Make
involved.
the spa.
Can't you?
So I
Quick,
take a
everyone drain
lamp.
that petrol tank.
So I take a lamp and I go inside and I fill up the lamp and put a wick in it. Does the wick burn or does it explode in my
What?
face?
But does the wick burn just as you put it in? No, you have to put some fire to it.
All right, I take it outside.
Put it in a glass, like in a cylinder 3 centimeters wide by 10 centimeters tall, and the liquid is 1 centimeter deep. You'll get a nice 5 or 6 centimeters of flamey death.
You should drink it.
Well, actually, just roll me a d20.
Okay.
Nah,
15.
You don't catch fire. You're fine.
All right. Wait, do
I was
have
waiting for
to-
the one.
Is this at least good for using for? Would this be a good supply of oils for night operations for our civilization?
It burns a little
It'd
quickly.
be much better for a flaming moat.
It burns a bit quickly.
Yes.
It's not like tar, which would burn for a long time. This would go up quite quickly. It's not going to be that good for. It's good for lighting fires, but not good for keeping them going.
Oh, it's lighter fluid.
Pretty much, yeah.
Sad
along
face.
that speed of burning.
It's butane.
Is there anything I could add to this to make it burn slower?
You've got
Suppose by
the,
reducing the purity of the car, you could. Wait, no, I'm getting into chemistry that my character wouldn't know.
Now, my character might know it.
Yigmir, would you say sawdust or peat would probably make this thing burn slower?
No, that
Well,
would dry it up,
sawdust-
then it wouldn't produce fumes.
Yeah.
True.
I'd like to point out that sawdust burns incredibly quickly.
Nah, okay, that doesn't work then. Maybe.
So does dust in general. So we really need to clean this place and keep it spot on, because literally it can spontaneously combust if it gets too dusty.
And that won't be at all bad with the Oh, wait a second.
The lava and all.
No, nothing. I'm not going to be rolling at that randomly at any time. Honest.
So the players are being dicks, are they? Let's see if their temple explodes.
No, it's not just going to happen then. I'm also going to reserve it for dramatic moments.
Temple suddenly explodes.
It's a huge temple on top of a mountain
to take us out to be executed until there's just an explosion in the background.
Yeah. Or if one of you rolls like 3 natural 20s in a row, it will just be this fireball in the background that you can walk away from slowly.
Just some guy in the background just going, yeah!
Totally lose our tourist attraction.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, how else would we expand our tourism trade without a fancy spa?
Why is it D&D games always try to take a hard right from the adventuring straight into bureaucracy? It's like his D&D players.
Bureaucracy is capitalism.
Killing orcs? No, I'd rather set up my own relaxing spa on a mountainside.
Well, we currently don't have... We have to keep ourselves occupied before the next landmass comes to us.
Just because we've not found a single use for money yet in this particular campaign doesn't mean we don't want to make some.
Or improve the standard of living of our population to ensure that they don't suddenly, slit our throats at night.
You're funny.
Also that, me wants money.
Money is a good thing.
Right.
Money helps me buy trees for me to be pure with nature or some elven shit like that.
Alright, I have 300 gold then. You find 300 gold! Hooray!
Hooray, we're broke.
Ow, I appear to have tripped over this giant bag of money.
Yes! Which you're now going to have to carry around with you at all points, because, if I've gold... Yeah. That's
I don't have to,
you
I
found
have a
300
deep
gold
pocket
coins.
cloak.
Do you know how heavy 300 gold coins would be?
Bag of holding.
Well, then we would have to take the gold and establish a bank so we can lend ourselves promissory notes for the gold.
Well, see, we can do that with my cloak.
Run a joint health spa bank.
My cloak can hold up to 200 pounds worth of stuff. It only ever weighs 1 pound. 200 pounds of gold coins is a lot of money.
Alright, is there anything that...
walking around like Assassin's Creed, just scattering coins wherever you go.
Yes.
I once pummeled somebody by just throwing coins at them continuously.
Well, 300 gold pieces weigh 30 pounds. So, this is showing them...
Well, we can convert it to platinum pieces.
I'm just going to link a thread. I'll whack it in the kind of window here as well, but I'll put it in Skype.
Is it the one comparing the D&D economy to what happens when all the gold arrived in Spain?
No, not that one. It's basically some guy trying to figure out how big, how much of a handful the 30 gold pieces would be.
Huh.
And it's basically...
By the way, the Spanish reference was basically, like D&D editions, you arrive in a small town with a shitload of gold coins.
Yeah.
That's what happened in Spain when they arrived back from South America. And it turns out suddenly introducing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds of gold to an economy absolutely tanks the bottom out of it.
Well, yeah, because you made the whole entirety of the economy insolvable.
Yeah. Basically, you've got massive amounts of liquidity and massive amounts of inflation and very few assets.
Yeah.
Because there was no real state ownership.
Basically.
So, yeah, ipso facto, we want a spa.
Yep, that's
ipso facto spa, and we hire some people to make sure it does not get dusty at all.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we take the flask of infinite water and we start filling up tubs.
Yeah.
There's a reason.
You can do whatever crazy stuff you want.
Murderers by day, entrepreneurs by night.
Yes. Well, if you do any of you guys look at the thread for like best experiences with the rat catchers, the guys who basically took over the like waste management of a city, and the campaign is now them basically doing waste management.
So yet another shit demon to kill.
Well, yeah, basically he's having to rewrite everything as like threatening their work. So it's like, this instead of like the baddies attacking them wherever, they now have to deal with the baddies trying to disrupt the sewage system.
How it fiendish!
Yes.
Well, we're D&D. You know how many things are in the sewers that can kill you?
Yeah, quite a good number.
Besides the fact that there's actually disease tables for shit in the sewers, for getting sewer shitty things.
Yeah, but you don't understand just how profitable night soil was in like Middle Ages Britain.
Oh, it was,
They had warrants to enter people's homes at any time and empty the contents of their privy.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it didn't matter who you were, it didn't matter what you did. These people could come into your house with a sack of shit and they wouldn't leave until you paid them money.
Huh.
Yeah, and then there's the saltpeter during the war, like saltpeter. Like,
Yeah.
Just basically, you had to collect urine to make saltpeter.
U.S., UK. Oh, Hungary is what? I'm gonna wait. Why is Finland throwing up?
Because they're always drunk.
No, Russia they shit on the seat. Japan.
Can I just say for the reference, we're talking for the people watching this on YouTube. Why are you doing that? Someone's posted a link to toilet differences.
Sorry, just what the hell?
It suddenly popped up in my Facebook feed.
You have a weird Facebook.
Facebook feed.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe watch less Scatpom.
Well, no, it was from the I really hate slow computers pages.
All right.
I really hate slow computers.
Back on target. Let's try and keep this going. It's not going well.
If I remember correctly, the last time we were the people here in this civilization, when they were the Kingdom and the Republic of Red Bull, they were using primarily wooden weapons to do their fighting. So if we could make a steady supply of obsidian, we can improve said wooden weapons to have a standing militia.
Yep.
But
obsidian weapons yeah, as long as you hammer it into a stick.
Yes, but they had plenty of sticks before. They were horrible and cross-grained. Splitter on first contact. They really didn't have proper making technology.
Yeah, we can probably make a pike square if we really wanted to.
Oh no, it had the bounces off the Duke of Albany. Hey Duke, what do you think about upgrading your troops to? Do your troops have proper iron weapons, or do they need? Are they still using sticks?
His troops have got proper iron weapons. It was only the massed armies of those two towns that needed.
Okay.
Well, they'd probably be using spears anyway, because spears have been the prevalent weapon of human warfare for thousands of years.
Yes, which is why they're the least common weapon in D&D.
Yeah.
I like javelins.
I have a spear. I just never fight in melee.
Spear, lances them from God. Spear, thunderbolts from God. Which to pick?
Occasionally I'll come across an enemy that's immune to Radiant, Divine, and Arrow.
I call him Bob, Killer of Elves.
And that's why the party has a dinosaur.
And a dwarf.
It'll literally just be like things themed to kill the party. It'll just be like a radiant immune arrow absorbing blob, a meteor, and a very tall wall for the dwarf.
No, door. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, you have living floors and attacking ceilings and everything. Burke just has an innate fear of the one day he's going to meet the walking door.
Oh dear.
All right.
Right, let's have a few more things ram into your world.
All right. Where shall we have our? Are we going to have our next Vertal, bounty plugged? We got this nice little cleavage line over here that can be filled in. Oh.
So basically, quite a few things arrive that aren't hostile to you.
Basically, shit's hitting us faster and faster now as we, accumulate mass.
Yeah.
Oh my.
You can also, when I do that, you can tell how quick various people's internets are.
Well, I was looking at something else and wasn't paying attention for a minute.
Oh, I like that. I like that font. I also, there's a lot of stuff extra now.
Yeah.
A lot of small land masses that maybe had sentient things on it. We don't know. Maybe they died
there's
off.
kind of villages. There's a couple of 3 villages. Atti's over 1.
I like that due to minor coloration differences, we can see where our old land ends and the new land begins.
Yeah. I've had to give up on the texture. Yeah, I've had to give up on the texturing for most of it.
Yeah.
Is this still in Paint, or is it?
Paint, Photoshop.
Photoshop even, yeah.
Yeah. At some point I may have to deal away with this and move up to like a more macro map scale, but it's just about surviving at the moment.
So at some point we'll be playing Subcom.
Yes, basically.
So if we're going to be playing XCOM, where's our mobile lander?
I said Subcom, not XCOM.
Oh, sorry. I
We're going to retrofit the Gnome airship for that.
Yeah. I'm just going to start wandering through these southern villages, handing out pamphlets. Come join the cult.
Which cult?
My cult.
The cult of
Not
personality.
A witch cult. No, we'd never start a witch cult.
Oh, please have one of these be a witch colony.
No, they're all pretty normal bunches of peasants.
Oh, okay. May I ask, sir? Okay, I'm gonna go to the bottom and excuse me, sir. I am from the dukedom of. I forgot the name.
Argyle.
Argyle. May I ask who your liege lord is?
It gives you some name you've never heard of before.
Okay.
I believe you will find that's pronounced Sahanin, who is the liege lord of your heart from now on.
As you're saying that, a couple of guards kind of walk up to you, shake their heads, and point in the opposite direction.
Indeed, they do.
God.
Oh, come on, we're all friends here.
No, we're not.
We're not.
The guards make throat-slitting noises and point you kind of lower their spears. Throat-slitting noises?
Let's be friends.
Let's you get back up to your temple.
Fuck you, bitch.
Wow, who the fuck were those guys?
That's
Anyway.
what successful diplomacy sounds like.
Call the diplomats.
Did they usher me out of the as well or no?
Well, only the people who are kind of trying to convert people. They don't want you making trouble with peaceful nobles. They just want to send you in when there's trouble. Basically,
right,
they're just going to throw you at hostile situations until you die. That's the plan.
So the question is, so what was their? So they're the liege lord of unpronounceable name.
Terrible fantasy name with too many vowels.
Okay, terrible. Wow,
of the kingdom of stereotypical fantasy name.
All right, Farsenstall, gotcha.
So the fantasy name generator.
Okay. Streetwise.
I still have my random name generator.
So streetwise of 8. I'm listening. I'm trying to listen for the word Alamus around the town.
No, you don't hear it.
I don't hear any. I don't hear any conversations about it. All right. Okay, I'm going to take the knowledge of unintelligible name of generic fantasy kingdom back to the Duke, and ask him if he has known anybody of such and sort.
No, it's another one where it's obviously been dropped in from a different world.
I understand, but since the Duke of Argyle and the Duke, and their in this town was both, dropped in from the same world, I was just making sure that we weren't getting a more, prevalent situation of some sort. I was just double checking.
Yeah, no, it's definitely coming in as just random villages who've been plucked out of their little world and dropped into this horrible situation.
Welcome to the collective, then.
Yeah, where people trying to convert them.
I try to convert nobody to nothing. I'm just merely making sure that everything's properly run on an egalitarian standard. Egalitarian standard?
Egalitarian.
Egalitarian, thank you.
Yeah, that is loads of unpronounceable things on that random name generator.
Posted in the thing. Anyway, so. Alright, I'm gonna go to the next town and I'm gonna be listening in.
Yeah, same thing there. They're a little annoyed that their nice farmland is now dust. Because it seems to overwrite quite a lot of the smaller bits of terrain with the large bits.
So volcanic ash has gone out and covered their things. Huh.
Yep.
At least they can now go from farming to quarrying.
Yes, quarrying volcanic ash is going to be a fantastic part of their lifestyle. They have a directly transferable skills, of course.
Oh yes, they dig holes in the ground for crops, and they dig holes in the ground for rocks.
Says the dwarf.
Says the dwarf. I'm going to roll a engineering check to explain this to them. 14. I corner him out of the street and tell him how they can easily change their societal economy to a mining and quarrying economy instead of an agriculture economy where they can use the barter and trade for food.
Yeah, they're just going to ignore the crazy dwarf.
Expected.
That's probably for the best.
Hey, I'm having fun.
I pick a couple of pockets.
Yeah. Congratulations, you now have 7 growths.
I'm now reminded of the Rogue Trader video where they spent like a day and a half, like a week and a half, just harassing a town that did not know about the Imperium by mutilating animals.
I'm just going to spend some time being one with nature, or being 3 with nature in this case.
Yeah, you unfortunately the patch you sit down has some very nasty stinging nettles in.
That's fine. Pain is natural. And a little bit turny-on-y.
Well, it could be worse if you give you poison nettles and you could be getting a horrible rash in your butt.
I'm man-eating nettles and you just place your ball sack in their mouth.
This is fantasy.
Do you run across them that often?
That's basically what a natural one was invented for. There's some stuff that clerics just can't regrow.
Like their dignity.
Yeah, that's
But
at least to cure moderate wounds.
Just because a cleric can't regrow it doesn't mean I can't rebuild it.
Oh, keeping in mind with like plot arc stuff, is there any glaziers or glass workers in any of these places? Because we have like 3 glass things we need.
Yeah, the cities will have like a few glass workers.
I could build a kiln out of the with the lava. I could make a volcanic kiln.
Do we have much sand?
You've got volcanic sand.
Yeah. Because you gotta do is break down the rock.
Volcanic glass, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna have the dwarf start making a kiln. See if I can roll engineering to do that. Can I do that, DM?
Why don't you just make a forge? You're a dwarf.
Yeah.
But a kiln and a forge are two entirely different things.
Make both.
May I, GM? Alright. 9 for making a kiln. It is the shoddiest kiln I've ever made.
Yeah, basically it's just a stick you're holding the clay out over the lava.
Yeah.
Wait, what are the 3 glass things we needed, by the way? I don't remember.
Well, we needed a lens for the telescope on top of the mage's tower,
Okay.
and we need a magnifying glass to read our library find.
Oh, wait, we got a library fine?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're not allowed to go back to L-Space. We are currently banned from L-Space due to reasons and
Yes.
burning books.
We should pay that fine because those bitches look scary.
Love how the scariest thing I come up with is the librarian.
Librarians are fucking terrifying. Have you ever seen a horror movie set in a library with a crazed librarian? No, because if they did, people would have heart attacks from pure terror.
I would like to point out that Anthony Head, also known as Giles, was the main dude who was kind of terrifying in Repo the Genetic Opera.
Repo the Genetic Opera is a brilliant film.
Yes, it is. And Anthony Stewart Head can sing, man.
Anthony Stewart Head is the champion of my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear. Right.
Oh
so,
my.
Yeah, none of
I
this
think
is
every session I get a little bit camper.
Yes. It's getting worrying.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
So, 1 second, because I saved that in the wrong space. Because I'm on move on.
Things happened, dude.
Yeah. Mainly to me, because I'm a moron.
What's the travel time currently for the ability to traverse the entirety of the current environs of our land?
I don't know.
Would it be like,
Arbitrary. It's an arbitrary amount of time.
Yeah.
all right, we're still in the arbitrary phase, we're not in the, more expensive grandiary phase?
Gray's taken that long to get to this point in the story. We've still not completed the introduction chapter.
Yeah.
Wait, so this is basically Game of Thrones?
Yeah. One of you is Ned
Dib's not
Stark.
being a Stark.
Well, if you consider Game of Thrones, the entirety was supposed to be a prequel for another series of how it would get to a more heroic fantasy setting, but it just got so the original Game of Thrones series got so popular, he basically ran it too long, and then it turned into a TV series.
And
Also,
if anyone
thank you,
asks,
post your favorite meme thread for spreading the rumor that George R.R. Martin was dead. When in fact, it was Tom Clancy.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if George R.R. Martin was dead.
Have you seen the website Is George R.R. Martin Dead Yet?
No, I have not. I'll go look it up right now.
oh god, there's a mountain range now.
Yep, something else has rammed into you.
Hooray, the dwarf will be
Oh,
home.
damn it! We're going to
Hooray,
have
we have
goblins.
parchment.
Damn my internet.
Whoa! So it's loading in,
Come
right?
on. Yeah, still loading.
I guess that's what happened.
I'm surprised that we already have a nice road. We're going into the mountain range.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like these roads were pre-laid by a future past traveling society that was just making sure that we had proper indication on which way to go for our adventure. Preordaining the fact that our venture was our victory, because who would come back in the past to reset these paths?
Meh.
I'm saying that the fact that there's already roads here means that we're already predestined to win.
Yeah, it's a bad wolf scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Elaborate.
Doctor Who Game of Thrones. God, this is the nerdiest episode.
Yes.
No, it's not. We didn't go to a library this episode.
Oh, actually, yeah, the Discworld references were quite nerdy.
No, but we did make a kiln.
Yes.
I think anytime you make a
And a
kiln,
spa. You have to set up your own spa.
Spas are not nerdy. Spas are practically manly.